Hello everyone, so this is my Raspberry Pi setup as a surveillance system. Of course, it is not really fancy. Of course, this is a very simple, minimalistic version, but I will worry about how to place these cameras and where to place these cameras. So right now I have this one camera, which is my Logitech camera, attached to my Raspberry Pi. I also have this one, the old, very old Logitech cameras. These cameras used to work fine, but I was not really able to make them produce wonderful videos, wonderful stream yet. I'm still working on it. Now, I actually prefer this setup. So I have this car. I think this came with my action camera, Akaso V50 Pro. I think so. Yeah, I'm quite sure about it. So this is actually very good because you can adjust the angle in almost any direction. And this not Raspberry Pi, but this Logitech camera is a very famous camera. I'm sure you all know about it. But this one is actually, if you look at the camera base, there is one screw holder, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you call it. Basically for the for the screw to go in, and this actually fits really nicely. And you can of course not, because this whole setup is quite flexible in all the directions. So I will probably keep it like this because it will stick on the window, and I can then adjust it if I need to. Now on the other side, if I show you my Raspberry Pi, again, not very good setup here, but it works. So right now I'm doing this prototyping or POC, whatever you want to call it. So this is my Raspberry Pi connected to my BlackBerry Passports charger, which I don't really use anymore. So I have this cable which is going into the Raspberry Pi, and this is like a true headless setup. I've shown you in my previous videos how this works, and I also explained things that you need to worry about when you're trying to set up Raspberry Pi as a true headless computer, even for the setup part, because that is the main thing. When you set up the image, so basically when you download the Raspbian image from the website, and when you write your image to your SD card, you have to basically make sure that you do few things. So you can watch that video. Basically the boot folder should have few files. So you can also authenticate. So the moment you insert your SD card and you start it, you can straight away then, if everything works as you want it to work, then you can straight away SSH into it. And using SSH, I'm now controlling this Raspberry Pi. So the next set of improvements that I need to do, I basically need to, so there are a couple of things. First, I need to figure out a permanent place for the camera. So right now the camera, I believe, is I'm not unhappy with the setup, but again, I'm sure it can be improved. So right now there is a cable which is going on this side, and I don't really think this is a problem, but of course it is not really good looking. I'll probably try to find a case for it. Earlier I built my own case, but I mean, I'm sure you can buy it online, but when you do something on your own, it is much more fun. So I'll try to make it proper, like the power and because right now it is of course just the cable going into my Raspberry Pi, which is hanging on the wall. So I'll try to make this proper. The next thing that I will do is I will improve the scripts. So right now the ffmpeg script which I'm running is something which is not really going to start on its own. So I have to basically write a script, or basically run that particular script whenever the Raspberry Pi is booted up, and I have to make sure that it always starts on its own. I'm not really planning to insert external storage to it, because I might do it. So that is something that I need to think about, but I'm sure it has like a lot of ports. As you can see, it has 4 USB 4, USB not really USB 4, but USB 3, or not even 3, I guess, 2 ports, and it has Wi-Fi. The connection is fine, not a problem at all. The only thing that I need to figure out is, because right now it is only one camera, but the moment I insert, or the moment I attach one more of this, so I have 2 Logitech cameras. So the moment I attach one more, I can't really do full HD stream. So I can do 720p stream from both the cameras. So I might tweak the script. I'm not really sure. I guess 720 is also fine. And also I need to figure out if I need to store the footage from this Raspberry Pi or this webcam somewhere, so I can maybe watch it later. And that is it. I'm not really going to do anything because if you install Motion Pi or any other security camera software, you can allocate basically those zones that you can create, but I don't really want that. I just want to have the feed coming in. And of course, the main thing is, so once I have this thing done, then I need to figure out how I can access the stream remotely. So I'm still working on it. Most likely I will set up one VPN on my server, and then I will connect this Raspberry Pi to that particular VPN. So basically the idea is that this particular VPN, although it is on my home network, this will also be part of the VPN. And I don't really want to do port forwarding. I'm not really comfortable with that. And that is it. So I thought I'll probably show you my Raspberry Pi, which is in action. All right, bye bye.